Well, I'm going to show you what my Victorian house looked like. Hold on. Move my hand away. This is what it looked like before, when it had a fence all the way around it. That's back part. The house was 165 by 135 lot. House sat right in the middle of it. That's what it looks like without the fence. The fence was very rotten. We put a door in and a new dormer. On the back side is the bathroom over here and a hallway, and this is the living room. Up here is the living room. This house had 1, 2, 3 doors. Well, 4 now. This is the dining room and my sewing room. The boys slept upstairs on this side. We slept on this side. And this is the kitchen. Let me show you what it really looks like. This is me. Here, let's see if the, oops. I had to open up the living room. Bubba, stop. This, hey, just quit licking that, Bubba. Stop. I took care of some guys, kids, and he was a plaster. And we did some work, and he plastered for me. My upstairs was sagging, so we opened this up. This is the dining room into the living room. This is the living room. Of course, it had a fireplace at one time. He did all the sheetrock for me. But I did all the insulation. Put all brand new windows in there. Them windows were 29 by 70. Had 5 windows in there. Horsehair. You just can't start moving things until you put braces in. This is what the kitchen looked like. Oh no, that's not the kitchen. That's coming down from the upstairs. Used to have a window there, and we put a door there. And this is in the, this here is in the family room. And we put in, I put in a, like a gas fire stove, a hearth, to heat this room. When you have a big house, you need extra heat. Them windowsills were 18 inches thick. I did all the woodwork myself. Stripped it all. Look at here. Here's my hearth that I did. Took 4 of us to get that stove in. That's what the project looked like when it was done. This had 2 rooms. That's my living room. It was a big, big living room. Big ceilings, too. Made the corner shelves. When we lived in Charleston, South Carolina, I had big furniture. It's my sewing room. Sorry, there's a glare to it. Then the bathroom. Let's see. Took out that green tub. Oh, yuck. Opened everything up. Look who's... Is that... Yeah, that's Nick looking down. He was helping me. We couldn't get any of our furniture upstairs. I like Amish. Always have. We put in we had to raise the roof because there was little people that lived in this house, and we were tall, so we raised the ceiling. My Amish bed. There, look, there's my picture. It's up there. This is the only room I didn't do. This had a shag carpet. Oh, God. That's our cat, Snowball. Snowball and Sweet Peas are buried in the backyard. Look, there's me. Me on the floor sanding my baseboards. Them baseboards were huge. They were like 15 inches high and about maybe 2.5 inches thick. That's the kitchen. I took all them baseboards down and refinished them. They're beautiful. That goes out to the door out front. There's me and Nick. Gosh, look how young we look there, huh? There's Jim. He lives in Florida. I always loved this picture. This is up in Illinois, where we used to live. Here's Nick and I again. Oh my goodness. We were young. Oh my goodness. This is memory lane, everybody. Back to memory lane. There's me and Jay again. I just love that picture. I should blow it up. Now, this is what the place looked like when we first moved here. It only had 4 windows, and 2 doors. See, there's a lake down there. And had the real little tiny windows. I need to update all my pictures in here. This is what it looks like on the back of the house. You know that porch is still here? We just built around it. Well, there's my old diesel truck. Love that truck. Wow. That we only had one air conditioner at the time. Huh. And then everything started to take place. What, we were not even in there a month, and I just see how the stove was here, gas stove or sweepy, and it was just here in your dish. This would just drain water into the floor. I gutted everything in here. It was just a cabin at the time. Wow, does that bring back memories, huh? Look at my place now. It's okay, Bubba. So this is the living room. This is the kitchen. See how they had this was the sink at the time. And the cabinets. Every time you got something out of the cabinet, it tastes like particle board. Poor Nick. We went from the Victorian house down to this little, so we had like 3 house payments. Literally. My goodness, that brings back memories. That's how we lived for a while until I added everything on. It was slowly coming together, you know. We didn't have any jobs or anything. We're still, still have that picture. Still have them things. Still have that. I still have my cross stitch up there. Memory lane. Hey, there's Jay in his truck. I remember that. Yep. We didn't have anything. We were getting new cabinets. That's all we had was a stove. I washed my dishes in the bathtub. There's our cabinets we put up. Me and Nikki put them up. Boy, look how young he looks there. There's my son Ernie, come home from the Army. What picture is this? Oh, that goes out to the front room. Well, it comes a long way, huh? Oh, here's my bed in the spare room now. And that's it. I need to update my pictures here. How was that? Back in memory lane. That brings back memories. Oh my goodness. What's this one? Oh, let me show you. Since I'm going down memory lane, let's let's look here. Oop, I gotta put this over here. Good morning to everyone. Now this is my friend Paul. Paul and I did a lot of things together. He was handicapped. He was on a motorcycle and, coming down off of 48 or going up 48, a car crossed into his lane and he went like Superman through the air and he was paralyzed. This is when we went to Texas. We went to the Alamo down there. This is me and Paul. Look, I have blonde hair, and that was heavy. You probably know right where that's at. That hotel, Danielle. Paul was a character. Yep. We went for the VFW. He was getting an award there, and this was his place. I did his place. He lived in a shack. Oh my goodness, it was his birthday. That was his kitchen. Lord, that's me. Of course, I gained weight. Who's that? Barb and Nick. I guess he never had a birthday party. I threw him one. There he is again. Who's that? Oh, that's Tom Forster. This is his brother-in-law, Billy. Silver Fox, Paul, Nick and I. Oh, that's Nick and Barb. I still have that sign. He was a character, let me tell you. Paul was a character. He was a good person. Who would have thought he'd live with me to the end? His sister, Chris, decided that we would spray him with silly string? There's Nick. Hey, there's my red truck. He was a character. That's it for that. Well, I just wanted to go down memory lane. I was thinking about Paulie today. That's his corner up there, over there. And then there's things here about me. And all my quilts that I made. I made this quilt from a granddaughter, Alex. She liked Winnie the Pooh. I made that up in my head. Made that for her too. She liked the Beatles. I took a regular flip-flop and just made it up. Then I designed this quilt in my head. I had about, maybe 4 or 5 things. And I sent that off to my brother. Or did I make that for Jordan? Wait a minute, let's look. I think I made that for Jordan. She liked Alpha Towers. There's Alex's quilt. This is the quilt that I made. Made it up in my head. Got a first prize. Or second prize. Woohoo, look, I got $3. I never cashed a check. I kept it. That's me and Barb. Here, I made this for my son, George. There's another one. I made a couple of quilts like that for my friends that drive trucks. Made this for Jenny. Hey, Jen, do you remember? Made you this. I won. First prize. I entered it in a contest. First time I ever entered. There's my $4 check. Then I made these for the Bonnie's kids and somebody else, grandson. Made them. I made that for my grandson. He wasn't even born yet. I made that for him. Now, I made this. I got this quilt top, and I quilted it, and I gave it to Gary's wife. Because they're special to me, they help me. And she liked butterflies. Then I made these for my son, Ernie. Oh, Lord, see, I made that for Jean up the road. And then I don't know what I made that for. Kaylee. I made that for Kaylee, my girlfriend Debbie's girl. Made that for Ernie. Oh, I got friends. This is Marianne Johnson and Gerald. I told them when I... Remember when they were doing the... oh, what was it? The convoy, that's it. This is Marianne. That's me and Gerald. So I decided I'd make him a quilt. We the People. That's what's on his truck. Oh. Turn it around. I made this for Marianne because she likes pink. I don't know if you can see it or not. I made this for Gerald. Well, not really. I made it for, let's see if you can see it. I made it for Lee Owens, a friend of mine, lives over in Arkansas. They were going to auction this off, this quilt. It was to raise the money for the children's hospital over there. And so I made this up, what, a year ago? 2 years ago. And it's, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's red, white, and blue, and We the People in it. And of course, Gerald was there, and he won. They got $550 for it, and he won it. The Truckers Do Believe. It's queen size quilt. It looked good over there on his quilt. Well, before I got my long arm, I made that for me. is my niece. That's me. My son Ernie. Ernie. And that's Carrie. I called her Care Bear. And my son George. Wow, look at that little kid. It's me when I was a little girl. And my brother Steve. Oh, he passed away with Hodgkin's disease. Yep. So here's another quilt that I designed. I had this one on my bed. And see, this is before I even got a long arm. This is how I used to make my quilts. I made this for, was it Lisa or Vicky? Who did I make this for? I don't remember. But you use a regular sewing machine like that one over there that's under all my pillows. Just take a regular sewing machine. I had a little Gracie, and that's how I quilted for years until I got the big one. My big long arm. Oh, Barb. I quilted that for Barb. That's her quilt. And I quilted this one. I can't remember who I did this for. It was somebody's. And I made this for Jenny, I think. Wasn't it? Your granddaughter or somebody? There's Alex's quilt. I need to update mine. And of course, I belong to the Dorcas group over in Parsons. There's Margaret. Hey, Margaret. I can't mention. There's Ruth Helen. She's no longer there. Oh, I made this for, Casey's grandma made this. And I quilted it for her. And it came out really sharp. Then I made that for everybody, one for Christmas. I got one. I got to finish mine. Here's my kids when they were little. Here's George. Here's Arnie. My dad. Boy, I made that for him a long time ago. And there's me and my brother, my real brother. His daughter Tammy, his oldest. And of course, that's Care Bear. And then me. And then me, my quilt again. And then there's Paul. He was a veteran. He passed away. In my arms. And that's all she wrote. So I just wanted to go back down memory lane. That's what I did. Went down memory lane. Hope you all enjoyed that. I did too. I need to get busy and do something. Yep. Need to start sewing. Lisa keeps telling me that I need to do something for Christmas. Well, heck, you have to be in the mood to do something for Christmas. Look at everybody's names here. Let me show you everybody's names. Wow. Let's see if you see your name on this list. Let me see if I can focus it. Sorry if it's not focusing right. Maybe now. Nope, it's too hard. But everybody that watches me, your name's on this list. Even the people that don't like me, they're on my list. That's sad. There we go. I can't say all your names, but I figured I'd show you the list. And thank you for watching me. I'm nobody special. Well, I gotta get busy and do something. Yeah, it's Sunday the 13th. Next week is Easter. We gotta take Lisa to... Oh, look over there. Bubba, are you happy? Are you happy, boy? Huh? You must be happy. He's got to be in the same room with me. Well, y'all have a good day today, and we'll see you later. And thank y'all for watching. I just wanted to go down memory lane. So, have a good day. Be safe going back home, Deb. I love you. Thank you for coming up. We'll talk to y'all later. This is Daisy. Yep, you're in the sewing room. See ya.